Hi, musical theater friends. I have a musical theater dance for you today. Sorry, I am dealing with my cat, which is pretty ironic because you're going to learn part of a dance. Okay, she's gone. Part of a dance from the musical Cats. Now, this dance is, so the musical in general, not a lot of people have seen Cats the musical. They recently came out with a movie with Taylor Swift in it for Cats, which it didn't do very well in the theater, but I love the dances in Cats the musical, but the musical itself really isn't my favorite because it's, well, number one, it's weird. Like, they're all dressed literally as cats. And the storyline, number two, is hard to follow. So I'm not going to go too much in depth with the background of this musical, but I do really like this dance because it shows off a different style of acting because you're animal acting, but you're also dancing, so you're moving like that animal. And like, I'm sure you can guess, cats are very, they're very primitive and like slinky with their movements. Like if you've seen a cat stretch, or like their attitude's kind of like, kind of full of themselves. So it's really fun to dance to. So that's the one that you're going to learn today, and you will learn part of it. So every dance I do with you, you'll just learn parts of that dance because it would take way too long to learn the whole dance. So I'm going to teach you what I learned when I was in college learning different musical theater dances. So I'm going to set it up and we will go for it because it's a fun one in my opinion, and maybe you don't like it, but that's kind of the good thing about musical theaters because, oh, it's too dark over here. It is all about, you know, your opinion, and somebody might like it and somebody may not, so that's just fine. So I am going to pull up the music, which I have ready, and a little background is that the one thing that you want to focus on when you are learning this dance is that you want to make sure that you have the confidence to play the cat role. So that doesn't mean that you need to, you know, go over the top or anything like that, because cats are pretty subtle. You just need to not be nervous to act a little bit maybe out of your comfort zone. So that's like my biggest tip for this one. Okay, so it's pretty cool because you start in a cat pose, but you are anywhere between kneeling and standing. So you don't want to be sitting necessarily because you're going to be starting, I mean, not right away, but you are moving more like a cat, like slinky around, but you're not lounging around, you're kind of acting like a cat that's ready for something to happen. So the first few counts, you are, you know, you could be on your knees or you could stand up, and I'm just gonna be on my knees because it'll be easier for the camera, which I'll probably have to move anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But you're just kind of you're moving like a cat, you can bathe yourself, like you don't actually have to lick yourself. When I pretend to be a cat bathing myself, I go like this with my paws, like that. I go in like towards it, and then, You know, cats go like this behind their ears. So you're just kind of acting like a cute little cat for the first few counts. And I'll play that with music so you can hear when you stop doing that. So if you want to try it with me, you definitely can. So right at that. Macavity's a mystery cat. Okay, so you're just acting like you're like, whatever, like I'm just a cat doing my thing. And then right when you hear the piano, dun, da, dum, it's hard to know exactly when it does that, but you're doing your bathing thing, and then right when that piano part goes, you take your shoulders however they are. So if your hands are like this, or like wherever you are, you're just going to take your full shoulders back and front like a cat, like how they arch their back. So it's really subtle, so don't be like, oof, but it's really subtle, so you're just going to go like back, arch, so that you're like almost listening to who's going to be talking next. Okay, so then it goes on, and it's called Macavity. So that's what she's saying. So if you don't know like what she's saying Macavity, and that's what she's gonna say next, Macavity, and it's this male cat that she's talking about. And yeah, I don't really know why his name is Macavity or anything like that, but like I said, it's just what it is. So called the hidden paw, for he's the master criminal who can defy the law. So it's very like long, as if like the cat is like sneaking, like it's not fast at all. So this is one of my favorite ones because you can like really get into your character. So the next part after you went dun da da, you're gonna need to stand up for. So I'm gonna move my computer. That should work if my cat doesn't jump up there. Okay, so you went da, da, da. You're gonna stand up and you're gonna go step, touch, step, touch. And your paws that you're gonna pretend your hands are paws, they're just kind of like this up in the air, like you're alert. I don't know why, because they remind me of little T-Rex arms, but they're actually your little paws, and they're just hanging out. So again, da, 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 step, touch, step, touch. So it's just 2 step touches. And then she says, I don't know the words very well, but okay, so it's still like really slinky, and we'll try it together from the beginning after this, but you're gonna go step, touch, and you just ended with your back leg popped, and your hands are like this. You're going to take your cat stretch by putting your arms out in front of you and doing a step touch backwards. So you step with the one that's popped, step touch, and the first one, you're going to just put your arms forward. So it looks like this, step touch, and then on the second one, when you go step touch again, step touch, you're gonna like arch your back like a cat. So your arms go in, out, in, arch. So again, you just stood up after you were bathing yourself. You went step, touch, and you're kind of sneaky, you know. And then you go step, touch. Okay, we'll try that with music right now. Macavity's a mystery yet. He's called the Hidden Paw, for he's the master criminal. We'll try it one more time. I'm sorry, I'll move this because I'm running into the other couch. So try it one more time. That's right there is the first 23 seconds. As I said, it's pretty slow, but that's why I like it, because you can really play your cat character. So try it again. Macavity's a mystery yet. He's called the Hidden Paw, for he's the master criminal who can. Alright, so that's the first part of the dance that you're learning. I'll post 2 videos. You'll just learn the next little portion, and that's it. So respond back with what you learned so far from the dance. If you want to find the music on YouTube to do it with, I'll link it in the activity. But it's just the first 23 seconds that you can try with me, and then respond back and let me see how you did.